What's going on, everybody? It's AG here. Let's go ahead and break down the East region of the NCAA tournament. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section. Who is your pick to get out of the East and make it to the Final Four? First off, Duke, not going to have any issues with whoever wins the 16 seed matchup. Moving on to the 8-9 game, Mississippi State and Baylor. Pretty good matchup with two teams that are solid, but not spectacular. Baylor has been injury prone lately, though, have a lot of injuries, but they also have better wins than anything Mississippi State has. But despite that, I think Baylor pretty inconsistent and injury prone, giving Mississippi State. Oregon Liberty, I think this is a pretty solid matchup again. Oregon, Dana Altman sometimes can get on a run with Oregon teams that you would least expect. Looking at Oregon, first off, went over Alabama at the beginning of the year, went over a solid Maryland team, went over Wisconsin. For Liberty, all right, lost to FAU, went over Kansas State, went over a good, tough McNeese State team. I actually like Liberty in the upset here. I haven't been super impressed with the Big Ten teams I've watched, so give me Liberty there. Arizona, Akron, this is going to be a solid and I would say pretty common upset pick here. Akron, not a lot of losses, but Arizona is old. They have guys that have been here before. Caleb Love at North Carolina, Jaden Bradley at San Diego State. So I like that about this team. But they do have a lot of losses, but they have good wins, though. Iowa State, Texas Tech, those are solid wins against tournament teams. For Akron, you've got lost to a solid Arkansas State team with a good record. St. Mary's team that's in the tournament, Yale team in the tournament, solid Princeton team. But I think Arizona's too good. Give me Arizona there. BYU, VCU. This is one of the teams that is a team people are going to be picking to go pretty far, and VCU as a common upset pick. But let's talk about BYU first off. Okay. BYU went over Baylor, went over Kansas, Arizona, Iowa State. VCU tournament wins, not here. Dayton, good win, not a tournament team. George Mason, good win, not a tournament team. St. Joe's, same thing. Miami, it's a win over ACC team, but a team that's nowhere near the tournament. I think BYU is way too much for VCU. Wisconsin, Montana. Wisconsin is on a roll right now. Made the Big Ten championship in the tournament. Lost to Michigan. Wisconsin wins over Arizona, Purdue, Illinois, Michigan State. For Montana, they played Oregon, got manhandled. Tennessee got manhandled. Utah State got beat by about 10. I think Wisconsin's way too much for Montana. St. Mary's and Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt was actually a team a lot of people thought might be on the last four in. But St. Mary's has quite often got to the tournament and then not done anything. I mean, you look back at last year, I thought they might go on a run, then they got beat in the first round. But they have beaten Gonzaga, swept them in the regular season, lost them in the championship. For Vanderbilt, though, they've got a win over Tennessee, win over Kentucky, win over A&M, but pretty inconsistent. I think St. Mary's wins this one, but Vanderbilt could be too athletic for St. Mary's. Alabama, Robert Morris, I don't see them having an issue with Robert Morris, but thing to keep an eye on here for Alabama is Grant Nelson, their big man. Is he healthy or not? That's going to depend on how healthy he is, depends on how far Alabama goes in this tournament. If he's healthy, I think they got a legit chance to go to the Final Four. Duke, Mississippi State. I don't see Duke having an issue with Mississippi State with or without Cooper Flagg. I think he'll be back by then, but with or without him, don't see a problem there. Liberty, Arizona. I think Oregon or Liberty is not going to pose an issue for Arizona. Again, they are pretty hit and miss as far as Caleb Love goes, but I think their guys are old enough that they have a chance to go on a run here because they've been here before. BYU, Wisconsin. This one is pretty much a coin flip game. BYU, I don't think has as good of wins as Wisconsin, but at the same time, BYU, their offense can roll it sometimes. I think BYU wins this one. St. Mary's, Alabama. There we go. Wouldn't let me click BYU. St. Mary's, Alabama. I don't think St. Mary's is athletic enough to keep up with Alabama, regardless of what happens. So give me Alabama on that one. All right, so moving back up here, Duke, Arizona. This one, I think Duke is a lot bigger than Arizona, but Arizona, they've got guys that have been here before. Duke doesn't necessarily have that. I like Arizona in the upset here. Give me Arizona. BYU, Alabama. I think Alabama still, regardless of Grant Nelson's health, is good enough to beat BYU by themselves. So give me Alabama on that one. Sets up Alabama, Arizona in the Elite Eight with a chance to go to the Final Four. I'm going to lean Caleb Love here now. This may come back to bite me because Caleb Love has been really hit and miss. We've seen that at times, but I've got Arizona beating Alabama to go to the Final Four and make it out of the East region. But Who's your pick to come out of the East? Let me know. Comment down below. Make sure to like this video and subscribe.